Hey, how's it going, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Smoke Break, where I teach you my own personal spins on barbecue classics, smoky meats, grilling, and general cooking recipes. I've been out of commission for a little over a month, haven't done any videos. The cooking hasn't stopped, but I felt like today we're going to fire up the Masterbuilt Sportsman Elite Electric Smoker, cherry wood chips, and we're going to do a delicious American classic, smoked meatloaf. We're going to pair that with a garlic creamy mashed potatoes, and I'll show you everything right now. So without further ado, let's fire it up. Alright, y'all, so today we are making a smoked meatloaf. I'm going to fire up the Masterbuilt Sportsman Elite Electric Smoker. We're going to run it around 250 to 275 degrees today using cherry wood chips that I just bought from the store. In my meatloaf, now meatloaf is a classic American dish. You can pair that usually with mashed potatoes, a little bit of gravy on top, however you want to prepare it. But today we're going to do it plain and simple, smoked meatloaf, glaze it at the end with a nice barbecue sauce, pair that with the creamy garlic mashed potatoes later on. I like to use 80-20 ground chuck, ground beef, get that from your local store, and I like to pair it as well with ground sausage. So those two meats together, pork and beef, are going to pair very well together. Season it today with Suzy Q Santa Maria style seasoning and a little bit of that Williams-Sonoma. This is more of an Italian herb seasoning, but it does have some heat to it from the cayenne, so that's going to pair well. In this mixture, add the panko breadcrumbs. I also like to use the secret ingredient, roasted green chilies. Don't tell anybody. And of course, chopping up a finely diced red onion and a little bit of carrots. So let's get cracking on this. Alright, y'all, got my prep work done. I got the roasted chilies chopped up, carrots chopped up, red onions finely diced and chopped up. So we're ready to incorporate that into the beef and pork mixture. I've already cracked one egg in there, seasoned it with the Suzy Q Santa Maria style seasoning and the Williams-Sonoma Italian rub with a little bit of that cayenne heat. And then last, once I incorporate everything by hand, it's gonna get a little messy in here, but don't be afraid to use your hands. We're gonna top it off with panko breadcrumbs, try to glue that all together. That's gonna be the binder that's gonna keep this together. I'm gonna shape it up into a meatloaf, and the key is to let it sit in the fridge for at least an hour to let that meat absorb all the seasonings, let it shape and keep its form. And when you take it out of the freezer, into the smoker it goes. Everybody's happy. There it is. I got the meatloaf. I wrapped it up in a saran wrap. Like I said earlier, you want to let it chill for at least an hour so it holds its form. All the seasonings will adhere to the meat, get friendly in that fridge, and then once it's ready, we'll throw it in the smoker at 275 degrees. So into the fridge, it's going to go for at least an hour. All right, y'all, we are creeping up to temp right now, exactly at 250. I'm going to keep it between 250 and 275 today. So let's open the door and let's get rolling. Always remember to watch your eyes when that smoke comes out. It smells good, but it's gonna burn your eyes. I have the also kind of bacon wrapped it on top of the meatloaf, but there it is. Can't wait to see the final product. Go ahead and slide that in. I just have it sitting on a piece of aluminum foil. Put it right there on the top rack. Close the door. Let it smoke. I'm gonna check in about 1 hour. The internal temperature when it's finally done is between 160 to 165. I'll probably let it go to about 160. I'll be back in a bit. Hello, Sierra. All right, y'all. Next is the glazing process. We're just about done with this meatloaf. All I got was ketchup and barbecue sauce inside of this little bowl. Get my little brush, time to paint. And what we're doing is tacking up this sauce. After I brush it all over, I'm gonna close the door and let it continue smoking, cooking for about another 10 minutes. And it's gonna just, if we're talking about presentation wise, it's just gonna make this meatloaf pop with color. And already you can see the color popping from this sauce. So I'm gonna continue doing this, close the door, and we should be ready to go in about 10 minutes. We'll be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is the final product of the smoked meatloaf. That it was about 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 45 minutes at most with the cherry wood chips. So go ahead and zoom in on this. I'm gonna slice into it. It's been resting on the board for about 10 minutes to let the juices redistribute. If you cut into it right away, you're gonna lose all those succulent juices. So always remember to rest your meat. That's what she said. All right, slice it up. And it is bacon wrapped, so it might come apart a little bit, but it's all good. I just want you to see one of the slices. And there you go. Let me get a quick bite here. It's super hot, but oh well. Cheers. Right off the bat, you get that cherry wood smoke. It just like smacks you in the face. Normally, the way I was raised, my mother cooked it in the oven. I love their meatloaves, but it's a little bit better because you get that smoke flavor. So this is what we're having for dinner tonight. I appreciate you guys checking me out for another episode of Smoke Break. Sorry for my absence for about a month, but I'll be back with more content. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe to the channel. Hit me up, throw some comments out there. I really like the feedback. And I'll see you all on the next episode of Smoke Break. Take care.